Alright, let's listen to some Jack Wall. Yeah. That's how I feel right now, too. Bye! Wait. Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there. I'm so happy with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's just... I can't believe it's been 2 years already. What the heck? Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine. Oh, no problem. No problem. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's cool. That's totally cool. Yeah, no problem. Was that a sneeze? Oh. One of the best games of all time. No, it hasn't happened yet. It won't happen until the next main story mission. So good. Guys. Fly! Queen! Woo! Yahoo!
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I have to go. I need a shirt that has that on the front. I have to go. Or on the back too. I have to go. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Thank you, Commander. I mean, Queen. Slay.
No messages for you, Commander.
Wow. Let's see. I think we did. Oh, did we do like 2 planets? Helime. Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's see over here. Epho is a rocky world with an atmosphere of oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are large craters scattered across its surface, obviously from hypervelocity kinetic impactors. Stretching between these locations are the shattered remains of magnetic levitation rail lines, which strongly suggest the craters represent the former locations of Arthini mining outposts or other settlements. The equatorial region contains an extensive network of canyons formed by the planet's abundant liquid water. Travel advisory: Epho's atmosphere is approximately 41% carbon dioxide at sea level. This level is 4 to 6 times that necessary to render most species unconscious within a few minutes of breathing it. Breathing masks must be worn at all times when on the surface of Epho. Epho? Okay. Epho. Could be, Epho, yeah. Orbital distance, 1.56 astronomical units. Orbital period, 2.22 Earth years. Radius is 8,031 kilometers. Day length, 70 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.98 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of negative 41 degrees Celsius. It's 12 degrees Celsius at the equator, and then 1 G. Surface gravity of 1 G. And then Galon. Galon is surrounded by an extensive ring system. The inner rings are composed of pulverized, nano-manufactured carbon materials thought to be the remains of an Arthini helium-3 mining infrastructure. The few pieces of larger debris found indicates that materials technology at least equal to the current galactic state of the art. The outer rings consist of water, ice, silicate dust, and the odd bit of rock. Analysis of the debris often shows shock damage and evidence of rapid heating. Some parahistorical theorists insist that the outer rings represent debris from the moon or moons destroyed by mass accelerator bombardment. This has been rejected by every reputable xenoarchaeologist. While it is theoretically possible to destroy a small moon utterly with dreadnought bombardment, no species sees a compelling reason to do so. They're referring to the Reapers. Orbital distance is 2.96 astronomical units. Orbital period is 5.7 Earth years. Radius is 63,539 kilometers. Day length is 8.9 Earth. Okay, Zestmini. Cold, dim, and shrouded by a methane-ammonia atmosphere. Zestmini has nevertheless attracted development by Asari mining concerns that service military industries. There are significant loads of valuable light metals present, including titanium and lithium. Titanium is the primary material used in mass accelerator slugs, and lithium is used in the military-grade droplet heat radiators used aboard warships. Population of 620. Orbital distance 0.8 astronomical units. Orbital period 1.3 Earth years. Radius is 5,806 kilometers. Day length 37.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.64 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of negative 119 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.66 Gs. Uh-oh, is there something wrong with my video? Let's see. Acaria. Though nearly the size of Earth, Acaria contains only 28% of its mass. It has a trace atmosphere of neon and molecular nitrogen, but the predominant carbon dioxide has long since frozen and fallen to the surface as frost. While Acaria has a core of heavy metals, the bulk of the planet's volume consists of water ice. Several unique forms of long-chain carbon molecules have been recovered on the surface, pushed up from beneath the ice by cryovolcanic processes. Acaria has a large rocky moon, compositionally similar to Luna. Orbital distance is 1.6 astronomical units. Orbital period is 4 Earth years. Radius is 6,272 kilometers. Day length is 36.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature of negative 178 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.38 Gs. And Mysuth, farthest from the dim red dwarf Ondest, the ice dwarf Mysuth has attracted no interest beyond a cursory flyby by automated probe in 1874. No significant resources were noted. Orbital distance is 2.35 astronomical units. Orbital period is 6.6 Earth years. Radius is 3,893 kilometers. Day length is 54.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature of negative 194 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.25 Gs. Okay, onto the system of Lucerne. There's a blood pack relay we have to disable. This is a big system. Oh wow, there's several planets here. Nice. There's a big gas giant next to the sun. Yeah, Jotunn. Jotunn is a fairly standard close-orbiting Pegasus gas giant orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated to temperatures of over 1,000 degrees. Analysis of its orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements with a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Orbital distance is 0.2 astronomical units. Orbital period is 25 Earth days. Radius is 67,000. Utainta. It is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lucerne is a hot class F star emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Utainta is a parched wasteland. its water long since boiled away into its nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do surface work and load cargo for shipments. Population is 230. Orbital distance is 1.04 astronomical units. Orbital period is 0.3 Earth years. Radius is 7,740 kilometers. Day length is 24.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.98 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 415 degrees Celsius. The surface gravity of 1 G. It's a super hot Earth. And then Dorier. Dorier is a large hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Orbital distance is 2.48 astronomical units. Orbital period is 3 Earth years. Radius is 8,700 kilometers. Day length is 63 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 1.17 Earth atmospheres. And surface temperature of 204 degrees Celsius. Surface gravity of 1.2 Gs. Okay, Tarith has a disabled blood pack relay here.
I have detected an anomaly.
Tarith is broadly Earth-like with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tarith's plant life. As a defense mechanism against native herbivores, many species evolved the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tarith near the bottom of the list for colonization. There are intermittent signals originating in the heart of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it is not impossible that they are garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Orbital distance is 7.8 astronomical units. Orbital period is 16.7 Earth years. Radius is 5,677 kilometers. Day length is 27.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.84 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 21 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.87 G.
We're just waiting on the weapons at this point. They'll never know what hit them. The Vorcha are hungry for battle. We're just waiting on the weapons at this point. They'll never know what hit them. The Vorcha are hungry for battle. We're just waiting on the weapons at this point. They'll never know what hit them. The Vorcha are hungry for battle.
Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Preliminary scans indicate a high-powered communications relay on the planet. Communications match known blood-pack mercenary protocols. A concentration of Krogan and Vorcha signals are amassed inside what appears to be a mining operation. Life signs detected. Unknown species. Advise caution. Oh yeah. Well, if they're gonna be Krogan, we'll take our own Krogan with us. And let's see, we should have somebody with. You know what? We'll take Jack. We're gonna take Jack. Yes.
Beacon towers may serve as a navigational contingency.
Clear. Right, Shepard. Right.
I've got your back.
What happened here?
Attention all workers. Stop chipping away at this node. There's nothing left here to mine. Move on to the other sites now. Salamo.
Toxic atmosphere. Stings a bit.
New victims.
What was that? Oh yeah. Giant chlorine monster.
Quiet, just how I like it.
Time to fight!
Gotcha.
Got the target. On it. One more.
Nobody left but us. Gotcha. No sweat.
Behind you.
How the heck did you get there, Grunt? Showing out of the thin air like that, what the heck? That Krog is so quiet like a ninja. Grunt's got skills. Okay, I'm a little lost. Wait, never mind.
What the hell were they doing here?
Attention all workers, fall back now. Evacuation shuttles are on the way. Anyone not at the gathering site when the shuttle arrives, shuttles arrive will be left here with those damned bugs. Salomon.
Looks like we just missed a good fight.
Well, gotta realize what you sign up for if you're a mercenary.
On it.
No sweat.
Worthless.
Right. On it.
Found a target.
On it.
Right.
Yeah! Nobody left but us. Right behind you.
Yeah.
Salomon. I can't get any more Vorsha from Omega. Garm has his own problems. You're going to have to man up and deal with this on your own. Maybe build a beacon path? I bet those damn Vorsha are just wandering off into the fog and getting lost. Kalus.
Right.
Got it. You're up.
Right. Heading in for the kill.
Found a target.
Oh no! Internet, calm down.
We're clear.
Whoa.
Got your back.
Got it.
Solomon, where are the resources? Are you mining out there or standing around waiting for those Vorcha to get smarter? Our guy on Ilium can't keep the lights off forever. You keep stalling and we'll have a hell of a fight on the way in. And that would make me really, really angry. Colette.
My shields are down.
Hurry up!
My
Getting up
favorite
close.
thing. Nothing can stop me. Taking damage. I'll kill you all.
That laugh from Grunt, that was awesome.
Nothing left.
On it.
I got it.
I got it. Encountered unclassified hostile alien species. Eliminated blood pack forces. Alright.
No messages for you, Commander. No messages for you, Commander.
one final planet in the system. Let's see. This is Zektik. Common methane ammonia gas giant. Zektik is best known for the infamous Calthor camp. Established on the ice moon of Gessis, Calthor was a Blue Sun's hostile environment training facility run by a cadre of former Batarian Special Intervention Unit operators. In 2168, a cluster-wide scandal broke out when it was revealed that the mortality rate of recruits sent to the camp might be as high as 18%. Investigation by Asari authorities based on Ilium uncovered group graves around the facility containing the remains of several hundred recruits, dating back 2 decades. The camp was immediately closed, and the remains sent back to their worlds of origin. An inquest by the Blue Suns found the Batarian commandos had used harsh training methods, but these were consistent with their own training to join the SIU. The Batarians were exonerated, though Calthor was shut down, and they were reassigned to other units. As the Crescent Nebula is beyond the sphere of Council law, no civil charges could be filed against the Blue Suns. Orbital distance is 15.6 astronomical units, orbital period is 47.4 Earth years, radius is 30,054 kilometers, and day length of 13.7 Earth hours. Alright, Crescent Nebula is 100%
remains.
complete. The Krogan DMZ is 7% complete. We'll go finish that up real quick. Auralock. Let's see. Let's finish this system up real quick. Duroc is a small, heat-blasted rock lost in the blinding glare of the star Auralock. It occasionally traps a trace atmosphere of gases blown in on Auralock's powerful solar wind, which inevitably blows the gases back out again. The planetoid has a few valuable loads of heavy metals, which were sporadically mined by the Krogan at the height of their power. In the closing years of the rebellions, the 5 clans working the planetoid fell to fighting over a particularly rich deposit of iridium. All 5 clan warlords agreed to a crush, a meeting at a neutral location, to negotiate a truce. Unfortunately, all 5 arrived planning to betray their fellows. While the leaders and their seconds met, all their bases were destroyed by simultaneous heavy hypervelocity cannon strikes. Left with only the food, water, and air in their hard suits, with no way to call for rescue, the warlords apparently fought each other to the death. The survivors of the 5 Duroc clans on Tuchanka still argue about which clan's warlord was the last standing. Orbital distance is 0.83 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.6 Earth years, radius is 1,972 kilometers, orbital period is 0.6 Earth years, atmospheric pressure is trace, surface temperature of 348 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.22 G. Conan. One of Conan's hemispheres contains an impact crater 700 kilometers in diameter. Dubbed the Rincott Basin, it was mined for light metals in the interbellum between the Rachni War and Krogan rebellions. Any obvious resource concentrations have long since been stripped. Orbital distance is 1.66 astronomical units, orbital period is 1.6 Earth years, radius is 3,312 kilometers, orbital period is 1.6 Earth years, atmospheric pressure is trace, surface temperature is 155 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity is 0.28 Gs. Krubon. Kruban is a tidally locked Venusian hothouse, its surface perpetually obscured by clouds of sulfur and carbon dioxides. The first group of Krogan brought into orbit by the Solarian uplift teams requested a trip to Kruban. The Solarians at first thought the Krogan were confused about the nature of Kruban's environment. The planet is named for a Krogan mythological paradise in which honorable warriors feast on the internal organs of their enemies. In fact, Krogan astronomers had correctly deduced the nature of Kruban in the years before the global Holocaust. In the 2 millennia since, Kruban had come to be thought of as an ideal test of one's toughness. Every year, a few Krogan attempts to land on Kruban and exit their ships naked in an attempt to prove their Kroganhood. The planet's surface is littered with the crushed, corroded remains of their ships. Only one, Sahoth Norda, is known to have returned from the surface alive, albeit with most of his bones crushed and all 4 of his lungs damaged by sulfuric gas. Norda recovered from his trial to the adulation of his people. Until he died in 1943, he could lie with any fertile female he wished. Orbital distance is 3.31 astronomical units. Orbital period is 4.6 Earth years. 4,443 kilometers. Orbital period 4.6 Earth years. Yeah. Atmospheric pressure is 47.3 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is 728 degrees Celsius. Surface gravity is 0.7 Gs. Ruam, the smaller of Aralok's hydrogen-helium gas giants, maintains a small helium-3 recovery infrastructure. Although the depth of Ruam's gravity well makes it inefficient to export, visitors to the Aralok system often top off their fuel tanks at Ruam stations. The Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, maintains a token garrison to monitor any potential sale of fuel to known subversies. Subversives, to numb subversives and terrorists. Population of 1,040. CDEM garrison is 20. Orbital distance is 11.1 astronomical units. Orbital period is 28.4 Earth years. Radius is 67,154 kilometers. Day length of 13.8 Earth hours. Vol is a hydrogen-helium gas giant named for an ancient Krogan deity that stood watch for enemies of his pantheon. The gas giant's moons are named after some of Vol's myriad eyes and ears. The only reason to visit the Vol system is scientific curiosity, which the Krogan lack. Orbital distance is 17.8 astronomical units. Orbital period is 57.8 Earth years. Radius is 73,944 kilometers and day length of 12.1 Earth hours. Yes. Alright, on to the Nith system. Krogan DMZ. Whoa, look at the sun in this planet. Sun in this system, my bad. Whoa, look at this. It's a Class B blue giant Nith. Yeah, the Class B blue giant Nith was once the most strategically valuable system within the Krogan territory. Though far too hot for habitable planets, Nith emits thousands of times the energy of a main sequence star like Earth's Sol. With help from Solarian uplift teams, the Krogan constructed a chain of solar-powered collector stations in orbit around Nith. These vast arrays beamed power to particle accelerators on the surface of Mantum, which manufactured anti-proton fuel for warship thrusters. In the Krogan rebellions, the Spectre agents managed to get a virus into the computers of the solar power arrays. Every fifth array suddenly applied braking thrusters. The arrays behind them piled up, and all were reduced to wreckage. This has since dispersed into a relatively stable ring system. The Krogan never had the resources to rebuild the solar arrays, depriving them of their fleet's main fuel supply for the remainder of the war. The particle accelerators still exist on Manton, but have not been used in thousands of years. Orbital distance is 57.2 astronomical units. Orbital period is 112.1 Earth years. Radius is 2,150 kilometers. Orbital period is 112.1 Earth years. Well, orbital period is put there twice. That's a typo. And atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature is 641 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity is 0.28 Gs. What's really interesting is it mentions how the Spectres raiding during the Krogan rebellions, which was thousands of years before Okay, the next planet in the system is called Tula. Tula's methane ammonia atmosphere traps the blistering heat of Nith, driving daytime temperatures up over 1,000 degrees. While some loads of useful metals are present, the planet's incredible heat makes mining impractical. Orbital distance is 108.7 astronomical units. Orbital period is 293.9 Earth years. Radius is 5,204 kilometers. Day length is 59.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.54 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 1,036 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity of 0.55 Gs. Nith is huge. Oh my gosh. The what?
To the nth degree.
To the nth degree, yeah. Clever girl. This planet is called Vard. Vard is a methane ammonia ice giant. Until the Krogan rebellions, it had a sizable helium-3 fuel refining infrastructure. Once the solar arrays orbiting Nith were destroyed, the constant flow of anti-proton tankers visiting the system disappeared. There was little point to maintaining the facilities, so they were shut down and abandoned. Today, the ancient stations are squatted by transients, criminals, and outcasts. Although few are safe for habitation, neither the Krogan nor the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission (CDEM) patrols care if they take their chances. Population of 2,072. Orbital distance is 195.6 astronomical units. Orbital period is 709.6 Earth years. Radius is 36,670 kilometers. Day length of 18 Earth hours. That's an enormous star. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's insane. And you can see the star outside of the system in the
star cluster in the nebula. It's enormous. It's huge. Well, this system has a sizable sun. That's good. This planet is called Kellam. Kellam is a tectonically inert rock with an atmosphere of krypton, xenon, and argon. There are a few valuable lodes of light metals scattered across its surface, but these are difficult to find. Most were mined out in the years leading up to the Krogan rebellions. Orbital distance is 0.2 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.2 Earth years, radius is 5,580 kilometers, day length is 28.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 0.5 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of 42 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.52 Gs. This planet is called Dor. Dor is a conventional methane ammonia ice giant. It is the main fueling port in the Drenek Cluster Gateway System. Pildea Station, the headquarters for patrol ships of the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, lies at the trailing Lagrange point of Dor. The CDEM logs all ships passing through the Krogan demilitarized zone and has the right to board and search them for contraband at any time and for any reason. There are no exceptions. At points over the last 2 centuries, diplomatic incidents have been caused when the patrol frigates boarded an Asari hospital ship, a Batarian diplomatic courier, and privately owned human tramp freighters. These measures are provided for under the terms of the Krogan Armistice. While the Krogan were allowed to retain their government and personal weapons, any attempt to provide starship-mounted weapons to the clans on Tuchanka is punishable by law. Nearly a millennia after the war ended, the official penalty for smuggling prescribed weapons is still death by spacing. Population is 7,300. CDEM garrison is 1,100, not including patrol ship crews. Orbital distance is 0.36 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.4 Earth years, radius is 25,588 kilometers, and day length of 18.4 Earth hours. Sazgoth. Sazgoth is a small ice dwarf with an eccentric orbit. During perigee, portions of its icy surface sublimate into a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, which quickly freeze again as it recedes into the outer reaches of the Drenek system. Orbital distance is 0.58 astronomical units, orbital period of 0.8 Earth years, radius is 3,349 kilometers, day length 27.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 0.19 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of negative 99 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.18 G.
Probe launched.
Rothla. Once Rothla was a large ice dwarf with the statistics listed below. In the waning years of the Krogan rebellions, it was shattered into a field of debris by what is assumed to have been the test of an exotic weapon system. In the wake of the event, the planetoid was reduced to a relatively contained field of thousands of tiny moonlets rotating around one another, colliding and ricocheting. The method used to destroy the planet has never been deduced. The Krogan clan who performed the experiment apparently all died in the event. Ships that have traveled to the edge of the event's light cone observed a moment of extreme gravitational lensing around Rothla immediately before its breakup, but no other clues. A popular extranet meme put forward by Asari author Delsay Orthisa insists that the Turians are covering up the existence of Krogan's superbiotic breed that was genetically engineered within Rothla. The CDEM enforces quarantine around the Rothla field, citing cases of amateur investigators whose ships came to grief in the debris field. Orbital distance is 1.15 astronomical units, orbital period is 2.3 Earth years, radius is 4,263 kilometers, day length is 64.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 0.14 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of negative 150 degrees Celsius.
Probe away.
Alright, Krogan DMZ is 100% complete. Nice. Oh, so no, Omega is only 65. Let's go finish Omega real quick. Let's see, let's go to the Atal system. Atal system. Logassery, a step above a carbonaceous asteroid. Logassery is a planet with a carbon-heavy crust and a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and helium. Its surface is cool enough to have liquid water, but is rapidly drying out as it has lost the critical mass to have a self-sustaining hydrologic cycle. Nevertheless, the Batarians have colonized the world, forcing slaves to work in their mines and agri-habitats. The labor is hot, endless, and backbreaking, even in its low-G environment. Every horror story told by slaves elsewhere in the cluster seems to be topped by one from Logassery. The most famous is that of the slaver Silaparan, who worked to death 420 slaves over the course of a galactic standard year, and ground up their bodies for compost in his greenhouses. He was eventually poisoned by his wife, but his shadow and his business model still hangs over the miserable planet. Orbital distance is 0.6 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.5 Earth years, radius is 5,017 kilometers, day length is 49.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is trace, surface temperature of 56 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity is 0.5 Gs. Thunawanuro, a strange island of peace in the lawless terminus systems. Thunawanuro is a planet of crushing gravity but abundant life. As its ponderous name indicates, it was colonized by the Elcor, who have several booming industries on the planet. Hydroelectric dams and biofuels from tough woody algae provide much of the planet's energy. Mines export uranium, thorium, and gold, taken to space with generous use of mass effect fields. Of course, pirates target the Elcor's shipping as soon as it leaves orbit, but the Elcor's deals with mercenary companies keep away all but the most foolhardy of attackers. Population is 3,769,400. Colony founded in 2035 CE. Capital is Nurhemathun. Orbital distance is 1.1 astronomical units. Orbital period is 1.3 Earth years. Radius of 11,993 kilometers. Day length of 51.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 2.86 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 6.7 Gs.
Probe launched.
Hey, who sent this probe raining down from the sky?
Launching probe.
Nirog. Nirog is a hydrogen-methane gas giant whose moons were once home to Isul, a Batarian warlord who terrorized the Terminus systems. Attempting to unite a pirate army under his banner, he successfully conducted a rapid blitz against 11 habitable planets. Fortunately for the rest of the galaxy, Isul's crimes caught the attention of the Spectres, who deduced his hidden location and assassinated him. Isul's empire, built on a hyper-extended army, soon came crashing down. His lost stockpiles of Element Zero have become something of a legend, and foolish spacers have spent countless amounts of time and money searching the Batala system, convinced that they will be the ones that finally strike it rich. Orbital distance is 4.8 astronomical units, orbital period is 11.8 Earth years, radius is 19,976 kilometers, and day length is 16.5 Earth hours. The story of that Batarian sounds like a pirate, like in, you know, the lore that, you know, humanity writes about, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Or just the lore of the Mass Effect universe in general. All the lore. I mean, the Father system is very small.
Detected.
Oh, anomaly detected. Lorek. Lorek is an extremely rare example of a habitable world. Sorry colony named Isan. It was annexed by the Batarian hegemony in 1913, causing a minor galactic incident. Despite several attempts, the local Terminus warlords have never been able to take Lorek for themselves. Lorek is a low-density world composed of rock, light metals, and a water-based crust. It is tightly locked to Father, with a sunward hot pole and shadowed cold pole. Water on the sunward side evaporates quickly, traveling over the islands of the habitable Terminator Zone in the form of massive, fast-moving thunderstorms, and finally settling as snow on the frozen dark side. There are fears that the buildup of ice cap mass on the far side may cause axial reorientation over the course of several million years, but Batarian officials dismiss the idea as an irresponsible theory disseminated by counter-hegemonist subversives. Colony founded in 1764, population of 4,700,000, and capital of Jalnor. Orbital distance is 0.2 astronomical units, orbital period of 59.6 Earth days, radius is 6,754 kilometers. Orbital period of 59.6 Earth days, atmospheric pressure is 0.4 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.6 Gs.
Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 65.
I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative lifetimes unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse-coded communications also detected.
Zero contacts. Be right there.
Right.
They've seen us.
Barriers up!
Firing now. There we go.
Good shot! Nothing's gonna hurt me now!
Oh, Jacob, you took that direct, buddy.
Barriers up!
Mind over matter.
Field is clear!
With you.
Following!
Interrogation report. Subject ID. Interrogator Corporal Giro. Subject Cerberus Agent Tyrone Rawlings. Eclipse targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus' involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Subject captured. Interrogator Corporal Giro. Subject Cerberus Agent Tyrone Rawlings. Agent Rawlings proves difficult to capture, having insinuated himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse. He had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and hobble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rawlings. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. This data had better be worth the expense. Subject interrogated. Interrogator is Corporal Giro. Subject Cerberus Agent Tyrone Rawlings. The interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rawlings managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rawlings' resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rawlings did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus.
Barriers up. Barriers up.
Watch for the drone! Deploying one! Field!
Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
Taking fire! Night-night! Watch for fire! Man down!
Going up a barrier.
On the floor! Man down! Watch for the drone! Get ready to burn!
Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
Dang it, Miranda, you stole my kill.
Hostiles are cleared.
You bet!
Sure thing.
Be right there.
With you, Shepard.
Dang, this guy was one tough nut to crack.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Oh, I can choose to upload data to the Alliance, or upload data to Cerberus, or recover data for myself. I'm gonna send it to the Alliance.
Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
Cerberus operative Tyrone Rawlings was found dead. Encrypted data transmitted to Alliance for decryption. Suck it, elusive man.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Encrypted data from Alliance Command. Commander, we got the data you sent. If this went public, it could do some serious damage to Cerberus' image. This intel will take years to decode, but just having it is a huge win for the Alliance. Well done, Shepard. Good luck on your mission. Anderson. Anderson! That's right, that's right! Woohoo! No, it's fine. I'm trying to speed through this. Let's see. Korar. Korar is a small lifeless rock blessed with significant deposits of thorium used in radiation shielding and the manufacture of space frame alloys. A small population of miners eke out an existence on the surface, selling their ore at Lorik and praying that the intermittent raids by the Terminus pirate clans will pass their homestead by. There have been no children born on Korar since the infamous pirate raid of 2047, when every child on the planet was rounded up and taken as a slave. Any couple finding itself pregnant preemptively moves off-world. Population of 2,400. Orbital distance is 0.32 astronomical units. Orbital period is 0.3 Earth years. Radius is 1,919 kilometers. Atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature of negative 40 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.19 Gs. Yeah, it sure is. Dorgal. The surface of Dorgal is an ethane-soaked mush. The planet hovers near the boiling point of the hydrocarbon and supports a diverse, if simple, and slow-moving carbon-based ecology. The planet's gravity is strong enough to retain an atmosphere of molecular nitrogen and carbon monoxide, but the methane that dominated billions of years ago has long since been lost. Orbital distance is 0.54 astronomical units. Orbital period is 0.7 Earth years. Radius is 3,521 kilometers. Day length is 51.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.43 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of negative 88 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.44 Gs.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
This is a very interesting system. Arenlarkon. Utha. Punished with UV and gamma radiation from the Class F star it orbits, Utha is no one's first choice for a planet to land on. Covered in seawater, Utha has a hydrosphere and ozone layer similar to Earth's, but that simply isn't enough to ward off the life-killing radiation. Its nitrogen-rich, oxygen-poor atmosphere goes unchanged by the few proteins that have managed to form in the ocean depths. Utha, however, has served as a way station for slaves escaping their Batarian masters. What little land it has is tectonically stable, and its considerable radiation belt and electrical storms grant cover from many common types of sensors. Fleeing ships typically hide on Utha long enough to discharge their drive cores and stock up on deuterium before trying to make it to the cluster's mass relay. Orbital distance is 4 astronomical units. Orbital period is 6.1 Earth years. Radius is 6,050 kilometers. Day length of 49.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is atmospheric pressure is 1.2 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 40 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 0.8 Gs.
Launching probe.
I think that does it for the Omega Nebula star cluster. Yeah, it's 100% complete. Nice. Okay, we'll go here. Titan Nebula is 100% complete. Go to Rosetta Nebula, 75%. Investigate dig site. Enoch, 100%. Okay, let's see. Where have we not gone in this star cluster? Oh. Oh, here in this system. Laban is a desert world with sea upon sea of scorching hot iron oxide wearing away marbleized cliffs. Its atmosphere is thick and layered with significant levels of oxygen trapped under an upper helium layer. Initially, surveyors detected traces of iridium from orbit, only to find a surprisingly archaeological discovery. The iridium came from bunkers on the surface, blown apart by a dreadnought-class weapon. The logical conclusion was that the civilization on Joab had reached Laban, and its outposts here were destroyed to make their extermination process. Orbital distance is 0.6 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.5 Earth years, radius is 7,658 kilometers, day length of 24.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 14.91 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of 384 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 1.8 Gs. Completed. I wonder if I've already, like, it's interesting how these planets are already charted. Goliath. Hydrogen, helium, and gas giant. Goliath sort of takes it near the system's mass relay, a useful event for Drive discharge and automated helium. This orbit is currently taking it away from the relay and will continue this inconvenience for the next 3 galactic standard years. Joab. Investigate dig site. Anomaly detected. Mercenary activity detected on planet surface. Communications mask. Blue Sun's encoding protocols. Possible location for rumored site of illegal archaeological activity. Blue Sun's intentions unknown. We'll go ahead and land on Joab.
Got the target. Open them up.
I'm with you.
Right.
Only we remain. Understood.
Coming. I'm here.
Come in.
Go for the oxygen.
One falls.
Take that.
Excellent shot. Destabilizing their bodies. Amonkira be praised. It will be done.
Right.
Outgoing message. Request for aid. Commander Santiago. Hope you are doing well. We require your services once again in the transport of ourselves, our equipment, and our recovered artifacts. I have dispatched our representative to meet with you regarding the details of the transaction. Given the sensitive nature of our cargo, we expect discretion in this matter. Dr. Farron, Chief Researcher, Exogeny Special Projects. Incoming message. Let's make a deal. Dr. Farron, of course you can count on us to offer you escort and transportation. We have sent men and ships your way in good faith. Commander Vito Santiago, Co-Executive Officer, Blue Suns.
Fire in the hole!
Combat drone. One down.
Shotguns, close in.
They will die. Your body is dust. As I must.
Can do.
Damn, Tally.
Only we remain. At your side.
Right.
Lieutenant Locke, once the artifact is secured and in transit, your orders are to take your men and rendezvous with Captain Voorhis aboard the MSV Strontium Mule in the Arin-Larkon system in the Omega Nebula. Assist Voorhis with the capture if needed. Commander Santiago. Recapture derelict ship. Check this out. Oh, hang on 1 second. Yeah, there's gonna be something really interesting. Check this out. Hang on, I'm gonna go back and look at something real quick. Hang on. Oh, here's another one. It's a Prothean ruin. They dug up a Prothean ruin. It's like what we saw back in Mass Effect 1. And then in this room over here is another one that we can interact with. Prothean video log. So watch this. Recovered Prothean relic. Eliminated Blue Sun's presence at dig site. Give me just a minute here, I just have to take care of something real quick. Alright. Alright. Give me 1 second here. Alright, let's see.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Blue Sun's activity traced from Cerberus Command. We did a little due diligence on this Lieutenant Locke and his rendezvous with the Captain Voorhis. The coordinates we obtained are as the last known location of the MSV Strontium Mule have been added to your galaxy map. It turns out that the Mule is carrying valuable cargo, including intel of a sensitive nature. We'd like you to track down the Strontium Mule and recover that cargo. Please pass the information to us, and you can keep any other items of value you may find. Do what you will with the Blue Suns. From Cerberus Command. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of this star cluster before we head back to that. Rosetta Nebula 75% complete. Oh, we just have to go to Phi Cleo to finish the star cluster. Oh, there's only a few planets. Awesome. Let's see. There's this Silin, a mid-sized hydrogen-helium gas giant. Silin has an automated helium-3 refueling station, indicating that this remote system was once inhabited. Its distance from the mass relay and archaic design of the fuel station suggest that the system was mapped by someone who did not go through the relay, but discovered it in independent FTL exploration. Silin is within the frost line of its parent star, where gas giants do not normally form. For this reason, Silin is believed to be an extrasolar capture. Orbital distance is 0.5 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.4 Earth years, radius is 38,920 kilometers, day length of 12.8 Earth hours. Parnassus, a boiling hot rock planet with extreme tectonic activity. Parnassus is home to many volcanic mountains. Surface scans reveal several geothermal and solar power stations tapping the planet's abundant energy. There is no history of the planet or its government in Citadel Council records. Given its proximity to a mapped and recorded planet like Silin, someone must have deleted Parnassus from the database. Orbital distance is 1.1 astronomical units, orbital period is 1.2 Earth years, radius is 5,850 kilometers, day length of 50.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 4.71 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of 158 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.8 Gs. Yeah. Oh, now we have a new thing in the Omega Nebula, recapture freighter. Alright, let's go do that. MSV Strontium Mule, recapture freighter. Derelict ship detected. Derelict ship registered MSV Strontium Mule, visibly damaged from weapons fire. Ship is not responding to hails despite life signs aboard. Transmissions using known Blue Suns encryption detected. Airlocks are sealed, but the ship can be boarded through an emergency hatch in the cargo hold. Oh yeah.
One down.
Your love is mine.
One down. Kill that one.
Your life is mine.
Killed that one. We got them all. On my way.
Be right there. Of course.
Understood.
Left transmitter. Dax, that incoming ship isn't leaving. Looks like the fools are moving to board. The airlocks are sealed, so don't waste your time. Get a team together and be ready to welcome them to our cargo hold. Blow them out at the cargo bay doors when you're done. Captain Vorthus.
What were these people doing here?
Airlock security console. All airlocks sealed.
I don't think anyone else is here.
One down. Excellent.
Shakir, you've seen the stash they pulled from cargo? We got that open and we're living the high life for months. Sergeant Vortis took the canister topside while Vortis went to pry the codes from the ship's captain. Man, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Hawkins.
There must be a way in. We've done it.
Maintenance records. FTL drive damage and repaired with substandard parts. Risk of complete failure is elevated.
right there.
Right behind you.
Right behind you.
Coming.
Kurtz, heads up, man. Those intruders are still alive and fighting their way through the ship. They have Commander Shepard with them. You better get your men ready to fight. Bordis has something up his sleeve. He's got that canister full of loot, and I think he's planning to do something to Vorhis and take it for himself. Wouldn't be surprised. Bethor. FTL drive inoperative. Oh yeah.
Done for the moment. With you.
Right behind you.
Pirates would just attack the medical wing or just uncouth.
Taking heavy fire.
That one's dead. Your life is mine.
Could feel this.
I'm going in.
We'll stay close.
Coming. I wonder what happened here.
Oh my gosh. Security. Yep. Security lockdown in effect. Seek security console to override.
Of course.
Understood.
I don't know who the hell you think you are, but step 1 foot on the bridge and you'll pray for a quick death.
Oh wow. Communications relay inoperative.
There must be a way in.
Seriously. That's right.
We've done it.
Got no shield.
Will do. Will do. Will execute.
Ambush.
Mortis, your men better be ready. I hear the intruders making their way here, and you better be ready with backup. The captain was not forthcoming with information, but I found his codes in the ship's black box. We'll get that canister open, but first we have to kill these intruders. Captain Voorhis.
Indeed.
Coming.
This is the final entry for Captain Jarrett Barnes, skipper of the MSV Strontium Mule. If you're reading this, I and my crew are dead. 2 weeks ago, we answered a distress signal. It turned out to be a Blue Sun's trap. We managed to escape but sustained heavy damage. Do not approach the coordinates in this log. If you find the canister in our cargo hold, you are welcome to its contents. The authorization codes are encrypted in this log. Authorization code decryption complete.
Down.
We'll stay close.
Affirmative.
Simple enough.
Will do.
Jakir, this is it. Get your men under control and ready to move. The intruders are the key. Once they hit the bridge, Voorhees will call for us. Do not answer. The intruders will take him out for us and we'll get the codes to this canister ourselves. At that point, take out anyone on your list. The fewer men left, the bigger the prize for each of us. Sergeant Voorhees. Wow. They attempted a coup, and it backfired on them.
This should come in handy.
Recovered sensitive intel. Cerberus upload to Missile. Defeated Blue Sun. Prevented looting of disabled freighters MSV Strontium Mule. Recovered substantial payload from MSV Strontium Mule. Who knows what's out there in the galaxy? Explore and find out.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Blue Sun's ambush site detected from Cerberus Command. We've started going through that intel. Fine work, by the way, and we've discovered the location of the base where the Strontium Mule fell into the Blue Sun's trap. The Blue Suns are indeed using false distress signals to lure merchant freighters near their base with the intent of capturing and raiding those vessels. If you can get out there and shut down their beacon, it'll save a lot of merchants a lot of distress. It'll also strike a blow to the Blue Suns as a whole. The base is on Planet Sanctum Decor System Sigurd's Crater. We'll upload coordinates to the galaxy map. Stop Blue Sun's attack. Land on Planet Sanctum.
Alright. Oren Largon. 100% complete. Sigurd's Crater. Disable false signal. Skepsis. Darwin. A mid-sized rock planet, Darwin is ironically named, being one of the worst places for life in the galaxy. Its atmosphere is punishing, its temperature boiling, its chemical makeup toxic. Carbon monoxide and methane wrap the planet in an unyielding haze, and scans of its surface show only silicates and molten tin. Its daily thermal fluctuations lead to hurricane-level vortices, 2 at each pole, forming eyes that can be seen from orbit. Despite all this, Darwin is still used by spacers as a drive core discharge point. Hydrogen pierces the clouds in the upper atmosphere, making for a relatively benign approach. Orbital distance is 0.9 astronomical units. Orbital period is 0.9 Earth years. Radius is 6,771 kilometers. Day length 37.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 112.06 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 710 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 1.2 Gs. Yeah. Well, look at this planet, Wallace. It looks like a sun. An unusually small Pegasus or hot Jupiter, Wallace was originally an extrasolar planet that entered the system and was captured by the gravity well of the G-class star Skepsis. Tidally locked, Wallace's hot side reaches temperatures over 2,500 degrees Celsius. Holy crap! While not large enough proportionate to the star to cause eclipses visible from Watson, it is easily seen at dawn or dusk as one of the brightest objects in the sky. Orbital distance is 0.04 astronomical units. Orbital period is 11 Earth days. Radius is 39,459 kilometers. Day length of 11 Earth days. That's crazy. It looks like a sun. It looks like it from here, yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Gotcha. Well, you're pretty smart with the astronomy. Let's see, Watson. Watson is known in human media for two things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world, first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperate zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial plancton mammals, others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. Orbital distance is 2.1 astronomical units. Orbital period is 3 Earth years. Radius is 6,733 kilometers. Day length of 37.8 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.6 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of -18 degrees Celsius is at the mean. 25 degrees Celsius is in the habitable zone. Surface gravity of 1.2 Gs.
Probe away.
Oh, there's a moon.
Anomaly detected.
Franklin, a large moon. Franklin retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its desolate surface holds no signs of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of Terminus systems, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports and naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfortable level for long-term living. Orbital distance is 2.1 astronomical units. Orbital period is 33 Earth days around Watson and 3 Earth years around Skepsis. Radius is 2,405 kilometers. Day length is 33 Earth days. Atmospheric pressure is trace. surface temperature of negative 116 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.1 G.
Launch detected. Report to hazard shelters immediately. Repeat. Javelin Mark II missile launch detected.
I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Scans detect an Alliance colony defended by a Javelin Mark II missile base. A distress signal indicates that the base is compromised by Batarians who have launched 2 missiles at the Alliance colony. Total destruction of colony is imminent. 0 probability of survivors if missiles strike. Find the control panel in the Javelin Mark II missile base. Time of impact calculated. Landing party will have 5 minutes to deactivate the missiles after shuttle touchdown. What do I should take for this?
Definitely some fighting here.
My shields are down.
Good for you.
That ought to teach him. Right behind you.
You got it. Loud and clear.
Going silent.
Down you go. Now you see me. Can't do that right now.
Yes, lost shield.
You got it. Ha! Eat it.
That's it?
Eat it, eat it. You know you want to really eat it.
There is only one remaining kill switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
Let's see, Missile Fire Control Center. Warning, insufficient kill switch codes remain for both engaged missiles. Spaceport Industrial District. Missile 1 target, Spaceport Industrial District. Light kill switch to protect Alliance interests and tactical viability, albeit at the cost of hundreds of lives in the city. Residential District. Missile 2 target, Capital City. Apply kill switch here to save the city and hundreds of lives. With its industrial area destroyed, however, this colony will no longer be viable and will have to be evacuated.
That ought to do it.
Lead the way.
Here we go.
Prevented Batarian radicals from destroying colony of Franklin. Protected colony's residential core. Thousands of lives saved. We're almost done with all the side missions. Yeah. Blue Sun's base, the planet Sanctum. The course system Sigurd's Cradle has been pinpointed as the source of the Blue Sun's operation, using false distress signals to lure ships into range to be attacked and captured by the Blue Sun. Shutting down the distress beacon would deliver a blow to the Blue Sun's operations in the area. Stop Blue Sun's attack. Land on planet Sanctum. Decor system Sigurd's Cradle. Disable the false distress signal. I love that Vermeyer's music. So.
No messages for you, Commander.
You. Hauling. A hydrogen-methane gas giant, Hauling's gravitational field is believed to have cleared most of what would otherwise have been a sizable asteroid belt. The 2163 mission of the space probe Ultimate gave the inhabitants of Watson's reams of data, reinforcing this theory and giving the colonists an accurate count of its moons, 66 rings, moon-like ring objects, and more than 200 impact craters on the surface of its metallic core. Ultimate has been since retrieved for reuse on subsequent missions within the solar system. Orbital distance is 4.3 astronomical units, orbital period is 8.9 Earth years, radius is 4,738 kilometers, and day length of 60.7 Earth hours. Crick. Known for its spectacular geysers that can be seen from orbit, Crick is a rock planet with expansive frozen oceans. Though it is within the temperature and pressure range for human habitation, its thick atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and monoxide, making breath masks or environmental suits mandatory. The most abundant resources for exploitation are the potassium salts found in its seabeds, which fetch good prices on terraforming worlds. Orbital. What's that? Yeah. Yes, yes. It is very cool, yeah. They got very creative with the names of these planets. They have themes, so each system has a theme. So if you can pick up on it like what you did, it's very cool, yeah. Oh, no problem. Let's see. The most abundant resources for exploitation are those potassium salts found in the seabeds, which fetch good prices on terraforming worlds. Orbital distance is 4.3 astronomical units. Orbital period is 8.9 Earth years. Radius is 4,738 kilometers. Day length is 60.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 2.77 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature of negative 32 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.6 G. The binary helix, the double helix. James Watson and Francis Crick. That's cool. Wait, where's the Francis? Franklin. There's a Frank. Yeah. Well, there's Darwin and Franklin and Wallace. Benjamin Franklin? What about Pauling? Let's see, the next one is Keimowitz. What did he discover? Okay. Or like the structures of, you know, chemical compounds, like you know, what you learn in chemistry. Yeah, like, yeah, that's very. What about this one? This one is Keimowitz. Well, here it says it's named for the 21st century pioneer of groundwater remediation techniques. Keimowitz is an impressive layer of ice over a stony metallic core. Despite its size, it has only one moon, Noah. Oh, Noah, she's from Photon Maiden. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. It has a moon named Noah, and there's a Noah in Photon Maiden. And then Saki has a cat named Schrodinger, like Schrodinger's, yeah. Oh, from Mass Effect, that's funny. Yep. Despite its size, it only has one moon, Noah, which shares its carbonaceous composition, leading astronomers to believe it formed following a giant impact. Iridium deposits have attracted miners to the planet who must work through robots and telepresence because of the planet's strong gravity. Orbital distance is 16.8 astronomical units. Orbital period is 69.1 Earth years. Radius is 9,586 kilometers. Day length is 29.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is trace. Surface temperature of negative 190 degrees Celsius and surface gravity of 3.4 Gs.
Launching probe.
Oh, wow. And this all takes place in Sigurd's Cradle, star cluster. Yay. And then this next system is called the Chorus, where there's Sanctum, and we have to disable the false signal. Let's see, there's one other planet here. Let's see, this is called Laena. Laena means cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer, and the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Orbital distance is 1.4 astronomical units. Orbital period is 1.7 Earth years. Radius is 6,197 kilometers. Day length of 36.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 37.64 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature of 365 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity of 1.0 Gs. Alright, let's see. Let's go to Sanctum. Stable false
I
signal.
have detected an anomaly.
Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage, just because it's called a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Pelagic seas, okay. Pelagic? Okay. Mining, P-E-L-A. Okay. Because I've heard pelagic before, but I guess it's not referred to, and this is pelagic seas, okay. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Population of 257,300. Colony founded in 2169. Capital is Vulpes. Orbital distance is 2.6 astronomical units. Orbital period is 4.2 Earth years. Radius is 6,651 kilometers. Day length is 69.4 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.4 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature is negative 50 degrees Celsius at the mean, and then 4 degrees Celsius at the equator. Surface gravity is 1.2 Gs. Yeah.
Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back.
Scans have found something.
Anomaly detected. Distress beacon detected on initial sweep is confirmed to be a fabrication set in place to lure unsuspecting ships into orbit for pirate ambush. Preliminary scans indicate that shutting down false distress beacon will stop the Blue Sun's transmission and disable their ambush site. Surface scans show Blue Sun's communication signatures concentrated around the Alright, let's go shut down this Blue Sun's operation. Alright. Let's see, we'll take Garrus. And let's see, who else should we take? I wonder who my other party member should be. Yeah, you better be running. That's right.
Heads up.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
This should slow him down.
This should soften him up.
Firing a high impact shot.
This should soften him up.
Garrus, why did you go and get yourself killed, bro? Stop that.
I think we got them all. Coming.
Got it. With you, Shepard.
You got it.
A shuttle just landed outside the southern entrance. Get out there and take them out. Now.
Due to concerns over employee safety, the Brunfeld mining facility has been closed until further notice.
Go for the office. This should soften him up. That's the last of them. Right.
On my way. Mom just fired me for no reason. I swear the guy has it out for me. I hear the Blue Suns are hiring people to take out some dumbass vigilante on Omega. I'm gonna go show them how it's done. Wish me luck.
We're clear for the moment.
Got it.
On my way. You got it.
I'm here.
We've got a major haul coming in from that dig site, boys. Move all the unsorted cargo to the mines to make room.
No more targets.
With you, Shepard.
On your 6.
Whoever you are, you won't make it out of here alive.
Oh dang, I got wrecked. Big fat ass out of my Hallie, why would you just go in here? You're dead, Hallie. Yeah, I don't know why you went out there, Hallie. That was pretty stupid.
They should punch through their armor. Let's go off.
that works.
We've been spotted.
Oh. Ambush. Callie, why do you insist on, like, shoving your ass in my face? Ooh, almost died there. Dang it, my team is wiped out. Well, you're dead. Why did I? Oh my god. No, I'm gonna die. No. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. That is aggression at its highest. I got overwhelmed.
They've seen it.
Nothing faster than to pick up on the car.
Systems failing.
You got it. Fire in the hole!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a bad place to hide. I knew that canister was gonna explode in my face. That was stupid.
We've been spotted.
Pop that drone away! Combat drone ready.
Damn it.
Nice.
It's about to go off!
Oh, come on. Ooh. guy launched into the sky. That was awesome.
I'm here.
You got it.
Man, that was intense.
On your six.
Can do.
I swear this room is like one of the hardest rooms in the entire game. This mission is basically done. Yeah, that was the end of the mission. We're done.
Got it.
On my way.
Interrogation logs. Authorization Captain Narrow. Client agent incoming. An agent from the prospective client arrived today. The client has asked for discretion, which raised a few red flags. On Commander Santiago's suggestion, I plan to persuade the agent to divulge the nature and location of the cargo. Prothean artifact confirmed. Well, that didn't take long. The client's agent folded under minimum pressure. Commander Santiago's hunch was correct. The client hopes to hire us to move a Prothean artifact from the dig site. With a little more pressure, the agent should gladly give up the location of the dig site itself. Dig site location confirmed. It took some persuasion, but the agent gave up the location of the dig site. I'm dispatching ships and men to the location now. Santiago ought to be pleased. That Prothean artifact is worth much more than we'd ever get for transporting it.
On your six.
On it.
We're clear for the moment.
Just a second.
I'm on it.
I think I got everything in here. Okay, we're good to go.
Coming.
Got it.
Distress beacon control overload.
That should do it.
Deactivated distress beacon at Grunfeld mining facility. Eliminated blue sun's resistance. Alright.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Sigurd's Cradle, 100% complete. Let's go. Pylos Nebula, save crashing ship. I think this is one of the last side missions. What's up? This save crashing ship, like 5 minutes. Isale. Isale is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant. Though gas giants are known for their powerful magnetic fields, Isale's field is stronger than current models predict. Within the frost line of its solar system, where gas giants do not usually form, Isale is believed to have once been extrasolar. Orbital distance 0.5 astronomical units, orbital period is 0.6 Earth years, radius is 64,005 kilometers, day length 17.7 Earth hours. Jonas, a methane ammonia gas giant, is being developed as a fuel depot serving the Pylos cluster. Elfeld Ashland Energy has established a base on one of its moons to crack water ice into hydrogen on oxygen and skim helium-3 from its atmosphere. Jonas is also believed to be an extrasolar planet captured by its star. From orbit, Normandy sensors can pick out a hand-painted sign some waggish employee has left outside the complex. Last chance fuel for 100 light years. Orbital distance is 0.65 astronomical units. Orbital period is 1 Earth year. Radius 20,312 kilometers. Day length is 15.1 Earth hours. Out of there. But real quick, before we take on that mission, I'm just gonna go chart the planets, the rest of the planets in this star cluster. It should only take like a minute. Dorada. Like a bit of a white dwarf star. Ciano, named for an ancient Asari philosopher known for being a contrarian, orbits Dorada at a retrograde. It is believed to be an object that fell into the system millions of years ago from parts unknown. The outermost of Dorada's two inner asteroid belts is thought to have been a small planetoid that was broken up by Ciano's passage into the system. Ciano is formed of low-density rock and is tidally locked to Dorada. The same hemisphere always faces the star. There is evidence that a complex of artificial structures once existed in the north of the sunward-facing hemisphere, but they have been badly degraded by millennia of heat and radiation. Several bunkers of radioactive waste, apparently byproducts of primitive fission plants, have been discovered on the far side. Orbital distance is 12.9 astronomical units, orbital period 26 Earth years, radius is 4,925 kilometers, day length 26 Earth years, atmospheric pressure is trace, surface temperature of 79 degrees Celsius, and surface gravity of 0.4 Gs.
Anomaly detected.
Well, we'll probably have to do another episode. It seems like there's another anomaly here. Canalus is smaller than Earth, but has unusually high density. The high level of tectonic activity indicates that the density is caused by an abundance of radioactive materials in the core. These, combined with the planet's unusually high rate of spin, raise the planet's internal temperature and cause volcanism. While several companies performed mineral assays in the late 2170s, the world's geological instability precluded development. Orbital distance is 46.3 astronomical units, orbital period is 176.8 Earth years, radius is 4,618 kilometers, day length of 9.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure is 0.83 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature of 99 degrees Celsius, surface gravity of 0.85 Gs.
Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Anomaly detected. Sensors detecting anomalous weather patterns on the planet's surface. Geth activity detected. Recommend extreme caution. So in the next episode, we'll probably be getting to the next story mission. There'll be a good amount of dialogue. So, not sure how long that's going to be. Alright. We've gone on for 3 hours in this episode. I guess it's time to wrap it up. So, alright. So I guess there's only a few more things to wrap up before we proceed with the next story mission. And yeah, there'll be a few things. So we're going to save the suicide mission against the collector base for its own episode. So there's at least one episode before that happens. So maybe 1 or 2 if we can break it up. So I was hoping I could get all the side quests done in this one, but apparently that's taking longer than expected. So yeah, we'll just do another mission and see where we go from there. So alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will be taking on the final side missions in the next episode and moving on with story stuff finally. I know it's been a long journey. We're finally getting back to the main story, the meat of the game. So thanks for tuning in and staying with us to the end. We'll see you all in the next exciting episode of Mass Effect 2. Take care.